ground zero at daytime.
At daytime, I was just gonna say it's the first truck we did with the sun out. It feel good though.
Word.
It feel good for real.
I was gonna do it outside on the porch, but that wind is max, and I don't feel like moving all this extra shit.
That's what I was gonna mention last night, and I was like, never mind, because of the wind.
Mm-hmm.
But that's gonna be a vibe. We definitely gotta do it. I mean, spring coming, so it's definitely gonna be some outside vibes coming soon. Those
Probably
are
just get
fun.
like a portable mic or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have one, but that shit is ass. I gotta get a better one.
Portable mic. They come with the boom around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're gonna need that. Nah, but yeah, it's definitely in the works. Bro, I really feel like I got ran over by a bus.
Welcome back to the gym, my boy.
That gym life, man. I missed it. It feel good. It feel good for real, for real. Anybody who's like trying to get back to it or can't find the motivation to do it, I don't have no like
just do that shit.
Yeah,
bro.
I don't got no guru words for you. Just do that shit. That shit feel
You
good.
really just gotta do that shit. Like,
yeah.
even like niggas like that be doing that shit for years and years. They just, that's what they tell you. Like, just do that
just
shit.
do it. Because you're going to fall in love with that feeling. Like,
Yeah.
it's just, and I never want it to go away. Like, granted, I hate stopping for a minute and going back because you got to go through that initial pain. But
Yeah.
even still, after the first 2-3 days, it's like, it feel good. Like, it's not pain. So,
You know what I was thinking about the other day? Like, it's crazy to me that, like, you know, if you look back in history, like, working out was like a regular thing, but now it's so like taboo to work out. It's like, oh,
not even taboo, but like, it's just so like, what's the word? It's just not, it's not as mainstream, or can't find the right word, because taboo just means like it's frowned upon.
I think it is.
You think working out is frowned upon?
I think it is. I think, like, for the average person, because like, if you look back in history, the average person worked out.
No, for sure. That was like,
this
is how you live.
This is how you live.
Yeah.
But now it's like, why are you working out? And it's like, bro,
no, I hear that. Yeah,
you know?
I hear you on that. Because some people do feel self-conscious about it, and they feel like, I don't know, you shouldn't be doing that. That's very true.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you talk to some people, but I think it's really just having a lot to do with their insecurities. Because it's like, yo, you could do it too, but
Yeah,
I feel like
that's
they
what I'm
feel
saying.
a way. They feel some type of way that you working out and you putting so much effort and time into this. But it's like, I love to do this, and also we should be doing this. It's
Exactly.
not like, yeah.
And I feel like the stigma of working out in general, like, excuse me, you know, just like people think like, oh, I have to push this amount of weight, or I'm not doing anything, or like I have to be in the gym this amount of time and not doing anything. Like, bro, you could just have a routine. I feel like the idea of like just being in like fitness or like going to the gym is just having that routine and
rhythm, routine.
Yeah,
that's what it is for real. And that's because I feel like that is probably what is the most valuable. I mean, granted, you get the gains, the health benefits, of course, but it's a mental, like a mindset, a lifestyle change, and also a mindset change.
and just like a discipline factor, just adding that. Like, why are you conflicting pain on yourself just to like, I don't know, better yourself, I guess. But I don't know. I just feel like I just feel like people, because like you could talk to anybody on your gram right now, and I swear it's either, yo, I've been trying to get back into shape, or it's, that's not my thing. But it's like, I feel personally that's not a thing. Like, it's not a thing.
It's not a thing. It's just a way you should live.
So you talking about you don't walk outside, like,
right? Like,
shit like that. Like,
what's your thing then? Like,
you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to lift weights. Like, but the fact that a lot of people on average can't even do one push up is kind of scary.
It's scary.
Feel me? So if you have to push yourself out of something, you fucked. Like, you feel me?
That's what I'm saying. There's so many like survival skills, and just like on a just a ability to live your life, you know, I don't know, safely, or you know, just being able to manage certain things, or like not being out of breath bringing up the groceries, like you know, little stuff like that. You
Going up the stairs if the elevator broke.
Yeah, you don't want to be that. You don't want to be the handicapped or the weakest link in certain situations like that. So, I don't know. It's not ideal, but I feel like that's a whole nother topic for another podcast. So,
I just feel like like It's weird. It's just weird to me.
It is, yeah. It's like it's frowned upon now.
Because if you like, just the last thing on that, like if you even like look back in history, the reason why they worked out is just like prepare for wars and shit like that. But
and not only that, I mean, it definitely was that, but also it was their lifestyle. Like you had to walk and hunt for food.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
It wasn't like vehicles and stuff like that around. Like even just the way they lived. Like even when you had horses, you still had to, you feel me?
Be conditioned.
Get conditioned and be able to maneuver and, you know, just carry yourself a certain way. Be able to do work, like real work. So,
and then you just got the aesthetics from it afterwards.
Like, exactly. Like, let's just put it right there because there's so much I want to say. Like I'm remembering stuff, but that's a good one. Yeah, it shouldn't be looked at as an outside sort of activity for you to partake in. I'm tight. I'm blanking on the word I want to use. Maybe unorthodox. I don't know. But yeah. But what's crazy now too? Not really what's crazy, but how you feel about the digitization of like physical fitness in general?
What do you mean by that? Like you know, the online coaching shit? Online
coaching, they got like essentially online coaching, online workouts, like routines to follow and stuff like that. Like there's even like a sense of personal training online too. I know there's some apps that do that, but I feel like I don't know. Mainly, a lot of this stuff started to come about during the pandemic.
Yeah, just because of the fact that you can't work out with nobody because you're gonna get COVID. Basically,
but it's just not the same to me. I don't like it. It just don't feel.
The fact that it's still around is kind of weird to me. Yeah.
I feel like people are getting used to that, or like. I think it's also laziness too. It's crazy because it's like you implementing laziness with working out.
I feel like there's two sides of it, like because it's like there's obvious factors. Like if you want, let's say if I don't know who you know fitness wise, like say if you want Simeon Panda, like he's a big fitness guy on YouTube. If you want his specific program, like. But he's not gonna go to you one-on-one because he's fucking like he got millions of subscribers and shit like that.
That's cool though. That's cool.
You buy his program, you go with his online coaching. But the thing with that is, you have to be disciplined enough to even follow shit like that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's weird because it's like if you have a good online coach that's like on like being accountable for you and everything, then it kind of works. But I feel like that one-on-one in-person thing is always going to be better.
Different. It's always going to hit better. But I won't like disregard the entire thing because being able to like, you know, if you don't, especially if you just starting out and you don't really know the ropes like that, being able to have that resource or, you know, even somebody to just consult with for like 30 minutes because, you know, some of them have that space where you could talk to them one-on-one or text them here and there, stuff like that. Membership stuff, maybe. But that's a good it's two sides to it. Like said.
But like the other side is like I don't want to say the lying aspect of it. Like people don't want to be accountable for themselves. Like it's been even times where when I was working at the gym and it would be time for weigh-in, they would just tell me off rip, oh no, I weigh this much. Like you don't have to. We don't have to go on the scale. I weigh this much. I just weighed the other day. I was like, all right, so let's check again just to make sure.
Just to make sure you log in.
A whole different weight. Like, you feel me? Yeah. So like that's the cons I feel like with like if you have to submit your weight and everything online or your measurements, you're lying and shit.
Definitely it's definitely some fraud in there.
But then again, I feel like online coaching isn't for beginners.
Yeah. You know? You have to have some sort of discipline established already because if you're doing that off rip and you haven't been in this lifestyle at all, it's not the ideal way to like start your journey because you're not even gonna. It's just a certain feel and like, you know, habits that need to be formed before you can try to hop into an online course and it's just doesn't feel the same. You won't get the same results. You know what I just thought about too? Did we even talk about a topic for today?
I think you introduced it a little bit with the digital.
I just didn't know if we finalized something for today, but that's what was in my mind for today too.
Yeah.
Okay. I just realized that we never like spoke about it. We was on the same page though, regardless.
No, you good.
But so that's one thing. I mean, it's not the worst because Yeah, unlike some other things when it comes to fitness, like you said, if you have somewhat of a established, I guess, fitness routine or something of that nature, then it's cool. Because on that note too, even little stuff like, knees over toes guy, he has like a nice little, I ain't gonna knock it, but he has good information, like good content on his site. So just little stuff like that, sign up and just make yourself available to the resource.
But like I feel like shit like that is niche, because like overall I don't really care for the Instagram shit. Like as far as like pulling workouts from, like granted you could be introduced to like different workouts on Instagram, but I feel like it's a couple of people I talked to, they was like, I just got a couple of these Instagram workouts that I'm gonna do today, and it's like, but what's your structure? You don't got no type of structure. You just trying to find something. And then what if you can't even do that physically?
That's a big thing too. Like I don't really like you. I'm not a fan of the Instagram workouts, because it's like, of course I follow fitness profiles and stuff like that because they give you good information. Like you might see something like, oh, I want to try this. It's cool. And if you can, you throw it in your routine, whatever. But you have to establish a routine first. So
exactly.
It's about compiling that knowledge of workouts that you can use, and it's a lot. I'm even still trying to like. Sometimes I feel like I don't know enough workouts, but then it's like I do when I get into it, and I'm like, okay, start writing down workouts, and But aside from that, it's like doing the research to figure out what works best for the type of workout, what type of body you going for, or what fitness level, physique, whatever you're going for. You got to know what to work out and how to work it, and it starts from a really bare bones like level. Like you got to understand the really basic foundational sort of workouts, and then you can sort of branch off from there, and then get into the niche thing. So it's like with knees over toes guys, like I know my knees is kind of weak, I could do better. So he's an amazing resource, by the way. His workouts is fire. So just mentioning that on a digital tip, like he does have a digital coaching sort of app too. It's cool, but you definitely have to have your own routine established, because otherwise it can be overwhelming for sure too. Because it's like you're given I don't know, it's like you're in school and you don't want to do it. You feel me? It's like you're given all these things, and they do give you a nice like solid routine throughout the week, whatever, but it's like I don't know, it's a lot. It can be a lot, but
I feel like the same thing I was saying, like, because I feel like with fitness in general, like you don't really gotta do too much. Like if you keep your workout simple, hit the target muscles that you need to hit, that's it. You don't really if you want to get to detailing and all that shit, which most people don't even need to do, because you're not going to no bodybuilding competition.
It's not that, you feel me? It's not that deep.
Like bro, just keep it simple, man. Lift the weight, do this, that, and the third. At least even start off with calisthenics, like push-ups, pull-ups, dips. That's it.
That's how I got myself back into it. Like, you feel me? When I stopped going for a minute, made sure I did my calisthenic workouts every day, and just get yourself back into a pump, routine. And you go from there. But
now besides fitness, what else do you feel like is digitized? Like
healthcare.
That's new.
I'm starting to see a lot of VR implementations. So before we even go to VR, you got like things like when it comes to therapy, they're like digital apps for therapy. So
I've been seeing that a lot. Like after the Travis Scott incident, they tried to do the whole you got a free year of therapy.
And it's like I don't know how I feel, but like I think it could be two sides to this too. But at the same time, there's a lot of, if you're not careful, there are a lot of like negative repercussions from it. Like, for example, if you don't have the time, or you might not have maybe the resources or the ability to see a therapist in person, or you feel me, you just might not be able to access them, might not have the money, whatever the case may be. If you have the app and it's like, okay, I could, I have somebody to talk to, but it doesn't, it's not going to feel the same or be the same as talking to somebody physically in person. It's just a different read, a different vibe. The therapist might work better seeing you in person, feeling your body language, stuff like that in general. But on top of that too, and something I never really thought about, I was listening to a podcast and they was talking about it, and she was saying how if you're not careful, like putting out a lot of apps could increase like a divide in like black people being able to access, I wouldn't even say black people, but like poor people being able to access therapy, physical therapists, because there already isn't many, like we already don't take it that seriously in person.
Yeah. So
it's like amplifying the digital resources sort of gives you an ability to ignore the already increasing lack of attention to the black community, or just, the lesser class community in general, because they already don't have access to it. So it's like now you're given an excuse not to address these things, and now there's a digital resource out, but then a lot of people don't even really take like full advantage or even know how to like use the digital resource effectively. Right. So it can be a double-edged sword in a sense. But I guess I think it's cool. It's cool at the same time too. You feel me? If you just want to have somebody, you could talk to on the go, like right away, somebody in your pocket, whatever. I mean, that's definitely cool. I'm not gonna knock that, because sometimes you just need somebody to talk to, or like, want to reach out and you gotta express something or something like that. Maybe some people just don't have that. So, and I feel like there's more to what I was trying to say about like the divide, and I think it's really just comes down to like the healthcare system in general and the way it works. Yeah. But I'm just drawing a bit of a blank because it's been a while since I listened to that podcast. But that was something that really struck me, because I wasn't thinking about that, like how it could increase a divide in the people who have access to healthcare and who don't. Like real healthcare, I guess you could say. But I think it's cool. I mean, I've seen some cool apps. Like they have an interesting little twist on it. But me personally, like I don't want to. If I'm gonna go to a therapist, I want to talk to you in person and feel you out. I don't want to. It just feels artificial texting somebody, or texting, because I haven't even really heard of anything like on the phone, like speaking with somebody. I'm sure that's a thing, but
no, that's a thing. Like with my experience in general, like with therapists, like I've seen my family go to therapists and stuff like that, and I've seen people around me go to therapists. So like my mom she was supposed to go to therapy, she ain't want to go to it in person for whatever reason. I don't really know, but that's the problem right there. Like if you have people that don't even want to go to therapy in person, what makes you think they're gonna pick up an app? Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's a good point. I know people that have therapists, what is it, like Zoom or some shit like that. Same thing. It's like, I don't really want to do this, or like they don't feel that connection that they really care about them. It's just like, oh. And I feel like a lot of people, like in general, they just have this stigma. All right, this therapist is only here because I'm paying them a certain amount of money per hour. And I don't know.
So it's like they don't feel like the therapist is really doing anything of value. Yeah. And I get that, I guess. Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like that physical interaction is really important. And I feel like the phasing out of reality in general is like dangerous, because when you think about it, like I feel like, and from things that I've read and stuff like that, like the human race, like we can't survive without interaction and like community, like communicating with other people. I feel like
we lose so much social skills.
Yeah, and it's a vital part of just like emotions that you feel, and just the way you carry yourself throughout life. Like you need to be able to experience other people on a very basic, like I can't even put the words together, but like it's like a foundational sort of element to our lives. Like I feel like you're just not gonna be able to operate if you're not communicating with people. Something's gonna go wrong. And I'm saying that in a very ambiguous kind of way. Like I don't really, like if you in solitude, it's like being in solitude for like a month
Oh yeah, that shit is terrible.
That's gonna be traumatizing. Like, and that's an extreme example, but it does affect the way you think, the way you move. So.
Because when you come out, everything's different.
Yeah.
Like, so much has changed. You don't really understand what's going on.
Mm-hmm. So it's a big deal, and I feel like it has a lot to do with healing too, in general. Like if you want to get healed, or like you going to the doctor or something like that. That's why I feel like Zoom doctor appointments are weird too. I did one before, and it was just like
that doesn't make sense.
They just ask you questions about how you feel or whatever you like. It's just like how you expect me to tell you what you're supposed to be telling me. You feel me? So I don't know. I feel like it's not as authentic, and you don't really get real value from the consultation, whatever the case may be. But it's just it's so much more to it. Like reality is.
I feel like that's just the way the world is trying to, push their way to.
It's dangerous.
Dangerous as hell. But like even now, like I really gotta so this morning I kind of just like I was on my I woke up at like 5:30 and I got on my phone not immediately. I tried to really resist, but like I really got back on my phone. Like I've been really fighting with this shit for like a couple days, but like I think I was on my phone for like 10-15 minutes. Then I just like put it down. I just forced it to put it down. And I just like really just sat there and just stared out the window for like a good 30 minutes. And then
be like that.
Put my head over the under the blanket and then just laid there for like another 30. I was really trying to like separate from like technology and shit. So I'm really trying to practice that shit.
It's
and
funny.
Just meditate more.
It's funny because that was gonna be my first question to you.
Yeah.
When we hopped on, was like, what's the first thing you did this morning when you woke up?
Oh, for sure, picked up my phone.
So it's like that's one of the main reasons I'm trying to invest in the alarm clock. Because usually I check my phone for the time and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't even want to have to do that. Like I want to just be able to see the time or whatever, and then because when I go to sleep, before I go to sleep, I'll put my phone on airplane mode, just because it may be a placebo thing or whatever.
No, I think it's facts. I know exactly what you're about to say.
But one, Bluetooth radiation is a thing. Like it definitely messes with your brainwaves.
Yeah.
And just EMF in general. It's a thing. So I feel when I put my phone on airplane mode, I feel lighter in a sense. Like I just feel a little bit more clear. I can't really explain it, but it feels like some sort of weight's been lifted off of my head. What do you think I was gonna say?
That.
Okay.
That.
Okay.
Exactly that. Yeah. It's just like this is radiation at the end of the day. You feel me?
But you feel like a veil has been lifted of some sort.
Yeah.
So. And I've also heard that because these things do interfere with your brain waves and stuff like that, you feel me, when you go into sleep you could have more vivid dreams. And personally I have, like, when I turn it off, and I obviously you gotta set up your nights properly.
Yeah.
That could be another topic for another time too, just like your routines before you go to sleep, when you wake up type stuff. But before I go to sleep, I make sure I try my best to stay away from technology. So just bring yourself back to reality and just sort of ground myself. So I'm trying to get more into like reading at least 30 minutes before I go to sleep, and make sure the TV's off, everything else is off, and I'm winding down, just preparing for the next day. And I'll get some water, drink some water, whatever the case may be, or tea. And just try to wind down without technology, because in general, I might be blanking on this fact too, but definitely going to sleep right off technology, or
it's a terrible sleep.
It definitely disrupts the way you sleep, and it can prevent you from falling asleep faster, stuff like that. But yeah, trying to get back to my point. What was my point? Turning the phone on airplane mode, and then when I wake up, I try my best not to touch my phone, but like I said, it's still on airplane mode, but I'll leave it throughout my whole morning routine. I'll leave my phone on airplane mode. I've been doing a lot good for the past week. A lot good. Damn. A lot better. Leave it on airplane mode and just do my whole routine. So I wake up, I brush my teeth, wash my face, drink water, whatever, stretch. And I try to make sure I do all of that without touching my phone. and then I'll meditate for at least 10 minutes, just think. All that I feel like is vital, because when you constantly on technology, it's like you never even realize, like sometimes you might wake up and you'll immediately go on social media or something, and you see something that'll ruin your day. Or like not really ruin your day, but it'll put you in a bad mood, and your morning's really set off, or like it's the start of the way your day will like move, the way your day will process. So in general, like that's just something another way you could avoid having bad days, I guess, or just making sure your mood is up for
more of. Even too, I feel like what I've been doing with personally is just like my time. Like I've noticed, like I when I set, because I've been really trying to go to the gym like 5:30, 6 in the morning. And like I get up at like 5:30 now. Like that's just like nothing, there's nothing. That's just what my body just wakes up to. But I'll be on my phone for like 30 minutes, or like in my routine I'm probably listening to some YouTube, but it slows me down when I could just like execute shit a lot faster.
Be moving, yeah, for sure.
Like sitting on the toilet for like 15 minutes just looking at shit.
I'm telling you, bro,
watch popping
when you got your phone while you're taking a doodle, it's like, I know I mentioned this to you before, but it's like going to the bathroom without the phone, 5 minutes. Going with the phone,
40.
Infinity time. Like, you feel me? You're going to be on that toilet forever. So,
yeah,
I've been doing that a lot better with that, too.
I think I'm going to start journaling at night, too.
That's another one. I just haven't been able to develop the habit yet. But
I just really want to get rid of this, like, because it's so hard, too. Like, my reason why I always have my phone on me, or I'm always on my phone, is because I feel like I might be missing, like somebody hit me up. Yeah, somebody hit me up for something, or like somebody texting me, I gotta respond back, because like that's just my nature. I usually try to text back as soon as possible. Yeah, unless I'm really doing some shit where I can't. But
I think to help you with that, it's funny. I saw Hines mention this too. It's like you could schedule out days and schedule out times throughout your day where you check your phone and you don't. So it could be like every 2 hours, or on the hour every hour. You could set certain people to get through to you, but just make sure you're not on. Just to make sure you're not on your phone for a certain amount of time throughout the day. It'll just develop a schedule. So every 2 hours or 3 hours, you go back, check your phone, stay on your phone for like 30 minutes or whatever, and do the surfing. Because it's not stopping cold turkey, and trying not to be on the phone. It's like you've been doing this for years. Like it's gonna feel, I don't know. It's somewhat an addiction, so it's not like you can just stop cold turkey. It's not gonna happen, and you're just gonna. I can't find the word, but it won't happen. Will happen right away.
And I feel like me being on technology, like I'm naturally like a fidgety person. I might have ADHD. Like I've been like this since I was a kid. Like I'll twiddle a pencil, whatever, like shit like that. I'll just be moving around. But I feel like it got worse with technology. Like I always gotta pull up.
Yeah, it's that ultimate fidget.
Yeah,
fidget toy. So that's a big one for me too. Like I'll be at work sometime at the desk, and I just for no reason, and it's like now I'm on this shit, and now it's been 10 minutes. So I really hate those endless loops you can find yourself in when you on social media or whatever the case is. So yeah, social media is a big one too. I've been trying to check like emails and stuff like that more. Like I have to now, so it's a thing. But instead of going to social media, I'll check emails and stuff like that sometimes. That helps a lot. But yeah, the phone is a big one, and it's just being able to manage your time wisely with that, John, because it's like a part of us nowadays. It's a part of us, a part of our identity almost. So you got to be careful with it. But yeah, that's one of the biggest, I guess, digital sort of impacts on our lives, and the way it sort of takes us away from reality. Because you're not even picking up your head no more. Like people be walking, and you're not even like you don't
not
know.
present at all, bro.
It's so much you could miss. Like you just walking down the street, but you on your phone. And if you're a car guy, you could have just missed like one of your favorite cars, or you feel me, something that could have gave you inspiration. It's a lot of things that we don't see when we're not looking. So
yeah, me having that little, because like I at least daily I try to be more present than I used to be. But like this morning just like sitting there and just like analyzing certain shit, I guess, or just like thinking about certain shit. It felt like good.
It feels grounding. Like it feels, it just feels good. I can't explain it, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Because I did it this morning too. Like, I'm fortunate to have the sunrise in my window. So I was just sitting, eyes closed, sun gazing, honestly, and just feel your body, feel all your limbs. You feel me? Just be aware, be present, listen for the birds, the wind, all that. And it's really soothing, it's grounding. And then, you could go from there, maybe plan out your day, but just, sort of stick with your thoughts and stick with the present moment and just feel and be, honestly. That shit definitely works wonders. That's why I'm afraid for this digitization type, John, because it's like, it's cool. Obviously, we not going to get rid of technology or like, we're going in the direction of digitization, and the digital world is going to be a thing, but it's just using it effectively and being aware. Like, you can't be out here stuck in VR all day, every day, because
it's hard.
As humans, like we're reality-based beings. Like, you feel me? I feel like that's where our focus should be, and I don't know, just the direction that the world is going in now is like, we don't need you here. We need you in this little space up here, because we want to take control of what's going on right here. So it's gonna be it's definitely a lot of distractions coming. I feel like that's what a lot of this is about. But I mean, aside from that though, you got the whole, I feel like in gaming it's okay. Gaming, the digital thing is like, gaming is digital, you feel me? So that's already not as extreme, I guess, when it comes to other parts of reality and the way we live our lives. So I wouldn't really include gaming, but it can get, I guess it can get kind of tricky.
Yeah, bro, what are you talking about?
No, it can get kind of tricky, because
when I was playing games, bro, I used to be on that bitch from the moment I woke up to like it was bedtime.
No, for sure. I guess what I'm trying to say is, and just no, it does go the same way. But I guess I was trying to talk about the implementation of VR when it comes to
okay,
gaming.
Okay.
But no, gaming in general for sure could definitely rip you out of reality.
Yo,
definitely rip you out of reality, and you feel like you're there.
I feel like the reason why we do that though is just sometimes reality sucks for some people, I guess. So escapism. So it's like, I don't know,
and that's cool, but like that's why we got psychedelics, bro.
Yeah. But I mean, if you having a bad day, it's gonna be a bad trip.
Nah, I feel you though. I was gassing.
Nah, bro,
I love gaming. I'm not gonna knock it. Everything is good in moderation. We should all heed that. I feel like, especially given this, the direction we going in.
Yeah,
moderation is key, bro. It's key.
I'll figure that shit out, man, because definitely want to like just be more present. I just feel like a lot more shit could have been done, like in my personal life, versus like me spending time on my phone or me like worrying about like shit.
Nah, yeah, I agree. I feel like I always catch myself sometimes when you just endless scrolling, and I realize like, 5 minutes just went past, and I told myself I need to do something in 10 minutes or something like that, and it's like I got caught on my phone. When you realize the amount of time really goes by like that when you're on your phone, bro. Like nothing. So really got to be aware, be conscious of that shit.
I think the only place I like currently, excuse me, like I don't touch my phone at all. Like, you might catch me scrolling for like 5 seconds. That might be because somebody texted me. But like in the gym, because I have the fitness thing where it's like locks off.
That's tough. So I'll try that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I be same with me. I could do better for sure, but I don't try to be on my phone as much, because it kind of disrupts your routine and your rhythm. You feel me? When you're at the gym, you want to be laser focused. So I try not to be on my phone at all. If I'm on my phone, it's to change the music or check what my next workout gonna be, how much reps I gotta do, stuff like that. But otherwise, nah, can't be scrolling and stuff like that on your phone, because next thing you know, you resting for like 20 minutes or 10 minutes. You feel me? And this, now you lost your pump. So I'm not with that. And I like, when I'm in the gym, I like being zoned out. Like you had mentioned before one time, it's like you're at war. Like, you feel me? You can't be adherent to this. Yeah, you feel me? Like, what? Head gone. Can't be doing that. So gotta be on go. Gotta be on go.
Probably get a flip phone. I had a flip phone.
Hey,
I had a flip phone a couple years ago.
It was hard. My dad was actually trying to find one the other day because his phone broke. He was trying to get a little
track phone at Walmart.
They still sell those?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he had one on Main Street. He probably not on Main Street like that no more.
Nah, you gotta go to like Walmart or some shit like that. Track phone.
Yeah.
I had one when I first moved out the house. I had one because my AT&T cut my shit off because I had like $2,000 not owed to them. So I had a little track phone for a little bit.
That's tough, bro. I need one just for the aesthetic.
Nah, I'm thinking about getting another one, bro. Cause like this shit, man.
Yeah. Cause bro, especially when you just want to contact people, you just want to be able to. You don't want to have to deal with the distractions that come with it.
What's good?
Yeah. And that's it.
I remember that point in time I was working at Amazon driver, nigga. I think it was like 6 months, close to a year, where I was no iPhone. If I had an iPhone, it was because of Wi-Fi.
That's crazy. So that's just Breakfast Club and shit.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yep.
Hot 97 booming.
But,
that's crazy.
Oh no, I had music saved on my iPhone.
Oh,
yeah.
But yeah, even still,
it wasn't no variety, nigga.
Yeah, that's it. At one playlist.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's tough.
Yeah, that was probably like the most like. I feel like I developed so fast at that point in time just because I was so disconnected from like the world. Like I was on Instagram. Like if I was on Instagram, it was very rare because it's like, damn, by the time I get home, I've been out all day. I'm tired as hell. So like, just hop on Instagram real quick. Ain't shit going on.
Yeah, hop off that.
Go to sleep.
Get ready for the next day.
Get ready for the next day.
Yep.
If somebody hit me, flip phone. And you can't really do too much.
Crazy.
I ain't really trying to text you on that shit. So it's either you call me or you hit DM me or some shit. Cause you can't text me on the iPhone. I mean, you could iCloud text me, but like still, it's like
it's not how you get in touch.
Yeah,
that's a different. I'm gonna try that. Definitely gonna invest in that. Not gonna lie. See what that does for my lifestyle.
It's different, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, cause like you saying, even if somebody calls you or texts you, that's enough to open up that gateway, and now you on some type of social media or something.
Cause it's not like if I get a text right now, I'm gonna just respond to the text and lock my phone unless I'm doing something.
Yeah.
If I'm not doing nothing, I'm gonna be. What's going on in here? What's going on here? Yeah,
so that's a big one. I'm getting a track phone.
Yeah, bro. What was it, like $10-$20 a month? Couple minutes.
Hello. Tough.
Nah,
yeah, I need one.
Yeah, that shit was different. Like that shit was different. That was a different time. Like that was.
I remember the last time I had a track phone. It was late high school. This was before I got my iPhone. I think like my first iPhone 6 or something like that.
Yeah.
I was off that Metro PCS joint, no flip, just face, keyboard on the front. Sheesh. And the battery cover was falling off every second.
Word.
Damn.
Nah, it was good times.
Humbling,
though.
yeah.
It was good times.
Yeah, it was though, cause I was still like, I don't know how I got way more Johns back then than I do now, and it was just like booming. Like I don't understand.
It was a humbling time.
It
bro.
was though. It was humbling for sure. For sure, it teaches you value, like really value what you have now. For sure, I like even being able to say like, "Yo, I went through that though." You feel me?
Hell yeah,
it gives you character.
Hell yeah. No, hard it was to explain to people like, "Yeah, my phone off right now."
Yeah. Or like, damn, nah, I can't go on the gram. Yeah. I can't go on the book.
Oh, yeah, you try to follow me on Instagram. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just have to write that down.
What's your
I just have to write that shit down because like, hey, I ain't got my phone on me right now. Man, damn. That was a different time.
Those was the days, bro. Track was lit.
And that shit was what? When did I move out of that? That was like 2016, 2017. Nah, hold up. Yeah, like 2016, 2017. Moved out of the house. So, yeah, bro. Had the track phone for a year. Shit was rough. Nigga,
I gotta get one.
Couldn't even really I couldn't even fucking what you call it, like Waze or Google Maps for real. Like I had to know where I was going.
You had to look the instructions up, the directions up on Google before you did. I remember doing that one time, bro, when I had the phone.
Yeah, I'm like, where we going? Hold up, I'm at the crib right now. Let me figure this out. All right, so we gotta go up. I bet. Good.
I remember printing them directions out on paper, bro. Bringing them Johns with me in the car.
And then if I had to, the flip phone did have like Google Maps, but it was so ass.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah, so, horrible. Yeah, I remember that.
That's crazy.
Damn.
I got something to tell my kids.
Damn, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back to that. That was
a lot of y'all don't know about that, B. Yeah, bro.
That was a humbler tone. Damn.
And then when you think about it too, our parents, when they was our age, they had to use maps.
Print out the maps, yo.
Wait, I need you to hit it. Damn, can't do it. Put that.
Damn.
Big ass map like this in the car.
I remember.
Had a map on the dash.
Yo, I remember having to do the printouts and map quests and be like, all right, this is where we going. And you gotta read off the directions for your parents and shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep. Definitely. I think I saw a map, came across a Jersey map in my house the other day. I gotta find that again. I gotta find that, bro. That's so elite to me, son.
But I mean, shit. We had better like interactions with people just based off
just
of that.
Off that alone. So that's another thing too. Yeah. Coming back to how we interact with reality. It's like,
did I go to a party with the track phone? I don't know if we was partying around that time.
No. You had to at least hit one.
I think the show. I think the show. I ain't have my phone still.
At the show?
Yeah, I ain't think I have a phone around that time either. Or if I just like, I'd probably just paid it off. But like, I still remember having a track phone.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta get a map and a track phone. Get you a map and a track phone. Try to live your life like that for a week. Different. Nah, you'll interact. You'll gain a lot of friends probably. You feel me? Have a lot more interactions. But I feel like that's, coming back to the core point of this shit. It's like being in touch with reality. It makes life more fun. I don't know. It's just more fun that way. More experiences you develop, you become a better person in general. Like it's a lot that goes with it, bro.
Word.
I guess and then to wrap up, I wanted to mention VR. I feel like that's gonna be a whole nother industry that's ready to boom too.
I ain't even interested in that shit. Keep it a buck with you.
Yeah, I am for gaming purposes, like, and really when it comes to gaming, it's really just simulation racing. Like that's my thing. So
yeah,
that's gonna be awesome in that sense. But anything else for real, VR is a dangerous place to be in. Like, I heard there was like talks of like potential like Zoom meetings and stuff like that with Zoom, like Microsoft working on stuff like that.
And so you feel like they're gonna do how we what the fuck is Facebook now?
Metaverse.
The metaverse, right? You think they're gonna try to VR that, or are they already working on that?
I think somehow. I know they're working on something. I don't know how it's gonna be implemented though.
Niggas is gonna be
the most dangerous thing. I think what they're working on is like, how you got Sword Art Online. I don't know if you know that anime, or it's it's like that, or like even home for PlayStation.
Yeah, damn. And I used to be
that's
on
what I'm thinking
home
about.
Crazy,
yeah, crazy in the mall.
I used to be back at bitches on.
Hey yo, y'all know PlayStation Home? I used to be bringing Jones back to the crib. Like,
swear to God, and it's like, yo, I don't even know if you really a girl. Or not.
It's like it's so weird via like virtual, like I don't know, man.
Oh my God, yeah, nah. See, like I think after weird. Like PlayStation Home, I was like, I'm not really into this shit.
You don't know what's going on the other end, B. It's a lot. Nah,
bitches or people would be messaging me like, can I come over or shit like that. It's like, what the home? So I'm like, I think it was like 13, 14 at the time, bro. We was in high school. But it's like, what the fuck? Like,
oh
you could
man,
be a
I got a
40-year-old pedophile or some shit like that. Like,
enjoying being this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so wild.
Fake having sex at home and shit.
Yeah, just standing
Shit
on
is
top
weird.
of each other. That's
Fucking
weird.
IMVU.
Oh, IMVU used to be litty. What y'all know about IMVU, bro? Or Mies? Stop playing with me. My Mies was fresh AF. Stop playing. That's when I went by the name Malfunction. What y'all know about Malfunction?
Yeah.
That's so different.
Nah, yeah, I don't. I think from then I was like, yeah, I'm not really interested in this VR shit. Like, I need to be out here in real
spaces,
life.
Yeah,
like,
I need to see and feel who I'm speaking with. Like,
yeah,
you could get yourself in a lot of trouble. I'm not.
Swear to God.
But
yeah, man.
Just do your best to stay in touch with reality in general, because you know it's part of us being human and having a human experience. So, you know, being disconnected from reality, not from digital spaces. Being disconnected from reality can be detrimental for sure.
Or
I don't want to get into no philosophical sort of rant, but
you could just get way more done.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even saying it for you. I'm saying that for myself too. Like, just get way more done if you just peel this back a little bit. Ain't nothing going on Instagram. You'll see it later.
Yeah. Anything that was there an hour before will be there now. You ain't missing nothing, man. You ain't missing nothing. Have we spoken about routines yet? I think we did.
It was a podcast, but we could go.
I don't know how. Yeah, we could go back to that.
Go back to that.
I don't know how elite that one was, but yeah, it's an interesting time we're in, though. I'm interested to see where the digital space goes, and we didn't even talk about money. You feel me? That's a whole another thing too. Digital currencies and NFTs.
I feel like at that point, you feel me, with crypto. Like, the story I read was that it was like basically like a slap in the face to like the banks and shit, which is cool.
Hell yeah.
But the fact that I'm not even gonna fuck with NFTs personally, but the fact that crypto can be mined or whatever the term is, like you can just make a new coin. I think that's getting dangerous.
I hear you on that, but I in the grand scheme of things though, I feel like when you're talking about using certain coins on a mass level, like let's say a certain city, state, or country wants to use a coin for its main source of currency,
right?
That wouldn't be an issue because they're only going to use credible coins,
right?
So it may be dangerous for like the like, micro community of
people that are trying to invest and flip through and shit like that.
Be dangerous on that end, but I try not to really indulge in that part. If I am, I'll have money set aside in different accounts just for like messing with this kind of stuff. But I hear what you're saying.
Nah, cause like this is this whole thing going around. Well, it's more so NFTs now, but I think it was a thing with cryptos where like they would use like popular people to like promote
boost it up. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, like who got in trouble with that? I think Kim was like in the spotlight for that. And
Uzi recently for NFTs though, but it was not Uzi. Gunna and Uzi.
Yeah. I remember seeing Gunna too.
Yeah.
Basically, like they promote a certain coin, and then the stock goes up crazy. Then they sell it, and it crashes.
Yeah.
It's like got to be careful with shit like that. But I think crypto for sure is a. See, that's the thing too. It's like crypto. It's a double-edged sword when it comes to society. It's an amazing source of currency, I feel like, especially being able to be decentralized and you don't got to worry about banks and stuff like that. But when it comes to mining crypto, super non-environmentally friendly, because the amount of energy it takes to develop or just to mine crypto in general is like the amount of, I forgot the statistic, but it's like a significant amount of energy being used. Like maybe like a third of a country's like energy resource is being put towards that, or that's how much they're generating to a degree. So it's like when you think about how that's like infecting the environment, you know, that gets into climate change, that gets into just the way we manage resources, energy in general. But damn, we should have talked about this earlier because this is a whole nother rant for real. Like I feel like we could go deep into, you know, how that could affect society and shit like that too.
No, we could say that for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, it's an interesting space we getting into. Excited and scared for the future. I'm just trying to figure out how to use it for our benefit. Feel me?
I mean, as long as we, you know, keep up with the times, but, you know, keep our core values in check. Mm-hmm. It's like a balance.
Yeah.
The balance thing with it.
Yeah. That's how we gotta look at it. So yeah, meditate
for sure.
Meditate. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Damn. So we gotta end this pod.